an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nice punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. The stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
How about that time counter shot? Nice. Hold it right there. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Nice counter shot. That's another scoring shot. Now, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Usyk! Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Tearing away the right hook. Nice counter. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. What a punch. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alexander Usyk Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Jab slick, just keep him on
there and put it back on him this round.
Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Good counter punch. Nope, that uppercut does not score. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Well done with that counter shot. Punch lands. Nice counter shot. That one will count. Alexander Usyk. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Alexander Usyk in that last round. What a huge momentum swing.
And he got complacent.
Here's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Straight right just misses. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That big hook doesn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter expending a lot of energy. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Alexander Usyk in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Get this boxing back together.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line.
Get out there and see.
On to the 6th round. They let it all hang out in the last. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
A perfect counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took an...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we continue.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the...
Come on, you're laying back in the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Here comes round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not that twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. that right hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
His stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The counter lands. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Usyk in that last round.
Close to this fight.
And there's the bell for round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Usyk might go down here. What an upset! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.